What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and lastly, TubeCoin for probably the last day, and then we'll probably look at it in like another 2 weeks maybe. But I did want to show you guys TubeCoin today, mainly because I did break bullish out of its ascending triangle, so it's really cool. I want to show you guys that. Otherwise, hopefully, as you guys noticed in the title, I'm talking about the potential for the Litecoin bear run to officially be completed. And what I mean by that is we may not be entering a bullish market, but we may be entering some sort of accumulation zone or just going up to some other highs that we've had in the past and not necessarily going to all-time highs. So I do just want to show you guys those charts really quick. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're doing a giveaway at 5K for some Crypto TV merch, and I know we will get there very soon. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But let's just jump into some technical analysis. Really quick, I want to refresh the page and then discuss with you guys my opinion on Litecoin and Bitcoin ending their bearish run right now. So I just refreshed it super quick. There we go. And you can see we have a market cap of 201 billion, 24-hour volume 13 bill, and a Bitcoin dominance of 55.8. So Bitcoin dominance is definitely getting a lot lower, which means more money is moving into altcoins right now. 24-hour volume is 13 bill, so only about 1 bill less. Shows me that we're kind of in an accumulation consolidation mode right now. And then market cap of 201, so I believe only 1 billion higher than yesterday. So nothing really moving too high up or too low down. So we're really not in a breakout or bearish scenario right now. It's more of just consolidation. Looking at the top 10 coins, as you guys can see, only 4 out of the 10 are up, so 5 are down. But if you really notice, they aren't really down by much. Bitcoin only 0.1%, XRP 1.7, Bitcoin Cash 0.6, EOS 2.3, and then Stellar by 3. Litecoin is actually up 1.4%, actually at 55.56, and I would like to show you guys why that $55 is actually acting as a super strong resistance right now and could potentially hurt Litecoin in the short term. Otherwise, yeah, the market does just seem to be in a consolidation. There are some double-digit coins. Maker up 16%, Nano up 10%. Things are definitely looking good for right now. So I did want to just move on to Litecoin right now and show you guys what exactly I'm referring to. And then I want to compare this to Bitcoin, and then we'll end with Tube and Ethereum. But really quick, I'm on the weekly charts right now. And as you guys can see, let's start with the relative strength indicator. The RSI is quite low, only at about 36 on the weekly, which gives us plenty of potential to move up at a quite fast ratio. Now, the biggest thing that I'm trying to point out is I know we have definitely looked at the weekly chart in the past on this channel before, and I've definitely corrected my lines a few times. As you guys can see, the white line was the first line that I had drawn on the weekly graph, but I did make a yellow one quite not too long after we broke out of this area right here. And you'll notice we do have a bottom, I'd say at around $50, if not 55, where that huge support line is. You can see right at the start of the breakout. So to keep that in mind, if you look at the downtrend of this candle, we're literally right at the end of it, So that, in my case, means that this bear run may potentially be over. And we're really looking for a break upwards now and a movement upwards, not to all-time highs, but to $70, $80, retracing some previously lost ground. So I do think because we're nearing the end of this downtrend, we could potentially move up quite rapidly. Now to just zoom in on the daily, and then I want to show you Bitcoin in another graph that I have that another YouTuber had on his channel. That I want to just compare really quick because I'm not too for sure who's right, but I did want to show you guys that. So you can definitely see here that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 touches on this downtrend. So a huge support, a huge resistance. And then we have a really big support at around $50 right here, holding quite strong. We actually bounced up to $55, which looks very nice. And you can see how we're challenging that line right there. And I think if we just decide to break above this downtrend here, which we're looking to do, we should move up at a pretty rapid rate, you know, and shoot right back up into that $70 region, $70 to $80 very quickly. I do think I'd say today is Friday, so maybe sometime into next week, we're going to be testing this yellow downtrend again. If we can stay and close a candle above $55 for Litecoin, I'd be very happy to see us using 55 as another support again. And then just to zoom into the 4-hour for Litecoin, as you guys can see, the area that we're having a lot of concern with, which I was anticipating, is the fact that we're not only finding some resistance at the $55 level for Litecoin, we're also retesting the 4-hour high-low middle moving average, the 35 and 100-day middle moving average, and that is also acting as a key resistance. So we have a lot of things putting a lot of downwards pressure on Litecoin. We have this one on the 4-hour, we have the downtrend already, and then we also have this high-low MMA. So there's 3 key things that are putting a lot of downwards pressure on Litecoin. So Litecoin definitely needs a giant surge in volume to push us up above this. As soon as we can break above these 3 right here, we're going to be looking at a very, very, very nice support on the way down. You know, if we ever decide to fall back down, we could definitely bounce off the top of it and just shoot up from there. So I did want to show you guys Bitcoin now. And the reason I would see a giant surge in Litecoin is indeed if we see money move into Bitcoin. Now, the reason I think that will happen is mainly because, so there's 2 things I want to show you. I know we're on the daily right now, and I want to zoom out and show you guys my line that I drew and then compare it to this other person's line. And they're both very similar. We both have the same reason. We both have the same thought pattern. So as you can see, I have the downtrend drawn here. You see where it starts. You can see how it touches right here, touches here, and eventually it will touch E. And then he drew it a little bit deeper down, and it touched here as well. And you can see it doesn't touch the tops here. So if we I'm just going to show you his graph right now. So he drew this right here. As you can see, he drew Bitcoin to the dollar on Bitfinex, and he has this downtrend drawn here. So it does touch these 2 points. But my issue is that it breaks above, and it breaks above here, and I don't think that's exactly accurate. But, you know, even if he is right, one thing I want to note is that right here, you can see not only are we at the end of the downtrend, we're also breaking out of that downtrend. So if indeed we are, you know, breaking out, that is very good news. He is very bullish right here in the fact that we could potentially be out of the downtrend. And compared to mine, I don't think we're fully out of that descending triangle just yet. I think we have a little more to go. And I did draw an Elliott wave triangle, as you guys can see right here, A, B, C, D. We're headed to E right now. And I think if we can touch E, we may have enough volume to break out of that, break above its high-low MMA on the daily, and then start to trace back up to $8,500, you know, $7,000, $8,500, if not $10,000. But we definitely need to see a break to E and then move up higher. So we're definitely going to be tracking that as time continues. Let's just move on to the 4-hour super quick. As you can see, we're facing some resistance right now with that high-low MMA on the 4-hour coming in. I think we just need to consolidate a little bit, trade sideways, and we should get enough volume to push us up. We are quite high on the RSI, so I do think, like I said, consolidation is definitely needed. Lastly, for the blue chips, Ethereum definitely made like 30% gains right now. Like I said, if you bought in the oversold area, it needed to come back into more neutral territory, and that's exactly what it did. Still bearish on it, but I do think in the short term, we could be bullish in the fact that we will go up and retest the top of this downtrend, and then long-term bearish in the fact that if we cannot break the yellow downtrend right now, we're going to fall back down, retest 165 again, and then inevitably either break lower or shoot up and retest its high-low MMA. And lastly, for BitTube, as you guys noticed, we had 1, 2, 3 touches. Not only did we have this beautiful ascending triangle, we had 1, 2, 3 permanent touches, very solid touches on the uptrend. You also see the high-low MMA is following the uptrend as well, as you can see right here. it is following that up. So it's pushing a lot of pressure upwards onto the price. You can see the resistance zone 1, 2, and then currently 3, and we broke bullish from that, shot up, and we actually went all the way up to literally 9 cents. I was literally involved in BitTube when it was 3 cents, so I'd let you imagine how much that accumulates to. That's triple my money. So definitely a coin I was paying attention to. We were overbought on the 4-hour, not anymore. And then checking out the daily, we are just entering overbought territory on the daily for BitTube. But otherwise, that's going to sum up the video for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Crypto TV merch giveaway at 5K, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.